Welcome learners! Today, we will be discussing about the basic concept of physical fitness. A person who knows about physical fitness has an advantage over others. More so, a person who makes a concerted effort to adopt an active lifestyle will likely be more productive, with a quality of life that is better than those who are physically inactive. In this video, you are able to differentiate physical activity from exercise, classify physical activities according to different domains, and explain the difference between aerobic, bone, and muscle strengthening activities. Now, let us try to reflect to the following questions that will guide us throughout the presentation. First, describe a person who is physically fit. Second, how do you know that a person is physically fit? And the last one, what he can do. Here we go. Let us define what physical fitness is. It is a state of a good health and well-being of an individual. More so, it is a set of abilities that one must possess in order to perform physical activities. So if we are physically fit, that means to say that we are healthy and enable us to do different activities. So there are three components of physical fitness, namely health-related physical fitness or HRPF, the skill-related physical fitness or the SRPF, and the last one is the physiological fitness. Now let us move on by defining what is physical activity. It is defined as bodily movements produced by our skeletal muscles that leads to energy expenditure. That means to say, any physical movements by our skeletal muscles is considered as physical activity, as we tend to consume our energy just like simply sweeping or even walking around in your school premise. So we can classify our physical activities with a different domain, namely occupational domain, domestic domain, transportation domain, and leisure time. Occupational domain are work-related physical activities. So if you are a construction worker and you tend to lift objects or mixing cement, same as true if you are a dishwasher and you do washing the dishes every day, then we can classify those activities as occupational based on the nature of your job. Next, the domestic domain, and these are activities done at home such as household chores like ironing, washing the dishes, cooking, cleaning your room, mopping the floor, or even loading the dishwasher cabinet. Let's move on to transportation domain. These are activities that is related to traveling or commuting, like walking or biking going to your work. Instead of riding a motorcycle, you can simply walk or ride a bicycle going to one place if it's just near. Still, we can be fit in our simple activities in our daily lives. We are now in last domain, which is the leisure time. And these are activities intended for recreational activities, such as playing sports like basketball, volleyball, badminton, and many more, or even going to the gym. Remember, we do this kind of activities during our spare or free time only. Now, are physical activity and exercise the same? The answer is no. Physical activity and exercise are often used synonymously. Physical activity is any activity produced by our skeletal muscles and it is unstructured. On the other hand, exercise is only the subcategory of physical activity. According to study, exercise is planned, structured, and repetitive movement. So there are three types of physical activity, namely aerobic activities, muscle strengthening activities, and bone strengthening activities. Aerobic activities dominantly moves your large muscles such as those in your arms and legs. Examples are walking, running, swimming, cycling, and even dancing. Aerobic activities are also known as cardio or endurance activity, as it improves the efficiency of aerobic energy production and cardiorespiratory endurance. That is why you can notice that there is an increase in your breathing and even in your heart rate. Doing aerobic activities pose a lot of benefits such as strengthening the muscles involving our respiration, strengthening and enlarging the heart muscles, improving circulation efficiency and reducing blood pressure, increasing the total number of the red blood cells in the body, reducing the risk of diabetes, and reduce the risk of death due to cardiovascular problems. Now, let's move on in muscle strengthening activities, or collectively known as resistance training, that helps to improve strength, power, and endurance of muscles. By doing this kind of activities, make the muscles of the body work against applied force or weight. Resistance training can sometimes be unstructured, as when children play on the playground, like climbing trees or playing tug-of-war. Some examples are push-ups, pull-ups, curl-ups, sit-ups, and lifting weights. The benefits of this activity are the following: increase in energy levels, physical strength, better health, enhances posture, decreases injury, and prevention of diseases. Hang on there, we are now in the last part of this video presentation, the bone strengthening activities, and it is also known as weight bearing or weight loading activity. In this activity, it produces force on the bones that promotes bone growth and strength. When your feet or arms support your body's weight and your muscles pushes against your bone, remember that this can be also aerobic or muscle strengthening in nature, as they often involve a person's feet impact to the ground. Examples are jumping, skipping, and hopping. Thank you for watching, as I expect that you've learned something in this video.